Previously, Heather and I introduced you to Last Two Stars, a small greyhound who is dangerously underweight. She has gained 10 pounds now that she is back on a generous diet of healthy food, but we are finding that the leg weakness we originally attributed to her starvation has remained. So in this episode of the Great Show of Greyhounds, we're going to look into what might be causing this issue to persist, and then we're going to try out a laser treatment option. Back in September, Star was flown all the way up to Iowa from Texas by pilots in Pawz. She had been found running down a gravel road by some very kind people who had a nearby farm.
And people just dump animals on it. And so someone had dumped her. They were trying to find someone who could take her and fatten her up and make her healthy again.
During her rehabilitation, we are fostering her through Heartland Greyhound Adoption, though we're not making her available to adopt until her medical issues are resolved. We were able to identify her by using her ear tattoos. We know she was a racer at the Tucson Greyhound Park, and we are pretty certain that they are not the ones who abandoned her. We are fairly sure she was adopted into a home when she was retired, for the simple fact that she understands how to do stairs. Her current leg weakness prevents her from climbing them, so we have to carry her around our split-level house, but she definitely knows how to do them. No greyhound learns how to do stairs during their time at the track. Those kennels are one-floor facilities with no stairs. She learned these in a house that she thought was going to be her forever home. We suspect the leg weakness is the result of a back injury. Her racing stats don't really portray her as the most competitive dog, but they also do not indicate a career-ending injury. Therefore, we think that whatever happened to her must have occurred in her retirement. I don't know, maybe she beefed it down a flight of stairs or collided with something while running around and playing. All that we know for sure is that she drags her feet when she walks around. To protect them, we have to put on these little booties, otherwise they get worn out raw.
Slide them on.
Well, they're kind of rubbery.
Yeah, they're meant for like medical stuff. Like if you have like a dog who's got bandages on their feet, if you just slide it on, they protect her pads. And it's easier when she's laying down.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
So,
Yeah.
And they just pull right off.
Mobility is not her only issue, though. Poop and pee tends to take her by surprise. Case in point.
The carpet shampooer has got a lot of miles on it. When there is a dog that keeps having accidents on the rug, it does not take all that much imagination to guess how she ended up on a farm where people dump unwanted pets. But we decided to solve a problem rather than give up on it. And the solution we arrived at was to put her into doggy diapers. We had Star in these disposables for a few days, but realized long term this was going to get expensive, so we got these cute washable diapers. Heather found these on Amazon, and I put a link to them in this video's description if you think they may be helpful with a dog that you have with incontinence issues. I think that their primary purpose is for female dogs that are in heat, but they work great for this too.
This is the I don't want to get up roll. She rolls onto her back harder when she knows I'm trying to get her up. All right, so you just
Put your hand through the tail hole. Okay, tail goes in first. Velcro, big Velcro on the top.
Yeah, and then I just make sure the little Velcro grips.
Okay. I'm sorry. Isn't she just like a little kid?
She is.
I'm not
She's
going to
I'm not-
cooperate here.
I don't want to go anywhere. I was comfy. Had a long,
And she
hard
can
day.
pee through that, right?
Well, well, the goal is that she can't.
Or, I mean, pee into it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And it's got the padding in there, so it keeps it, if it's on tight, it keeps everything pretty clean.
This is not a simple cure-all though. No way. That would be very unhealthy to have Star be in a dirty diaper all day. That is just inviting a urinary tract infection to develop. Because her peeing is so random, we have to take her for walks several times a day to make sure she gets it all out. Because otherwise, that old urine sitting in her bladder all day could also cause a UTI. Despite all of this, she is a very happy and playful dog. She loves to run around with our Greys and is surprisingly fast, which is really odd. She stumbles around and can barely even straighten her legs out, but she can run like the wind. Frequently, we have to interrupt the game of chase because she is pushing herself too hard and her legs begin to tremble with fatigue. When HGA receives newly retired racers to adopt out, they generally come in pretty healthy, so they don't have the budget set aside for large medical issues. What Star really needs to identify her back injury is an MRI scan. Without that, our veterinarian has recommended a fairly inexpensive treatment that we can start out with that involves a laser, and most importantly, does not require a diagnosis first. I'm gonna have the technician at the vet explain how it all works, and you get to come along and watch.
Little one or glasses.
Okay.
You can wear these and then you can actually kind of see the laser.
Oh, okay.
It'll just be like a light.
Okay.
So don't look directly at it, but protect her eyes. Usually just put a cone on them, just so there's no peripheral.
Is that any kind of deflective material? Is that just a cone,
It's
like you
just-
would for
yeah,
any
it's just
reason?
like fabric.
Okay. Just so that they
yeah.
can't
Right,
get
just
access
so
to
they're
it.
not kind of turning back and looking at it.
A lot of times we notice when she does like a shake, like if we've just given her a bath, when she does like a shake, it usually stops at the shoulder. So I don't actually know, and we never figure out where her back injury was.
Right,
We just know that there clearly had been one. So I don't know how far up the, like if you were going to do the whole spine or up to her
Generally,
neck
since
or.
we don't know where it is with most dogs, we just kind of do the whole back up and down.
You said that this was helping with the healing.
Basically, the laser, it's emitting photons, and then the cells, they absorb those photons and use it as energy. So it's kind of just giving like extra energy boost to the cells there to help them heal faster.
Does it increase blood flow or something?
Yep,
Or- Okay.
yep, that's a big part
Because I
of
was
it.
wondering what kind of healing you were referring
Right,
to.
yep, so there's just a lot more blood going to like the discs. And then just like the mitochondria, are you familiar with like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chances are, the only thing you remember from your high school biology is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Okay, that kind of, yeah, they just get more from the photons, they get the ATP that they need to just kind of rebuild. And she's doing great. Some dogs are kind of have to chase her around the room.
Yeah, the greyhounds are pretty good, just standing there and letting medical procedures be done.
But yep, we'll do that 2 more times today.
Okay.
And then tomorrow. Yeah, you did great.
Star's been living with us for 2 months now. The leaves in the trees are all changing, but her situation is not. The laser treatment is a proven method to heal many conditions, but hers is clearly of a different nature, so we're going to have to look into another option. In the next episode of The Greyt Show, we're going to take Star to Dr. Christine Woodford, who is an animal chiropractic and acupuncturist, to see what we can do to improve Star's motor skills. A link to that episode, as well as the previous, can be found over here. Down below, you'll find a link to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss the rest of Star's story. You can also find us on social media at Greyt Show. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.